have been out of work since Thursday, probably last week. Not all weather related. I had one of my best friends, his father passed, and everybody always naturally assumed that he and I used to mess around. Even my ex, he is homosexual, but he always felt like, listen, he still wants you. So I did go to his dad's funeral. I used to kiki with his daddy, and it's just so sad how we're getting to the age where we're beginning to lose our parents. And I hate even addressing it because Lord knows, y'all know how I feel about my mama. And I love, even though I agitate the bejesus out of my daddy, I can't imagine, life without them. So it's real hurtful, but I'm getting tears just thinking about it. But I had a pretty uneventful, semi-eventful time off. I did get to relax. I do have more homework to do, so it is what it is. But today I wanted to do a Fiercely Love before I go to work so I can be at peace, So today is day 89. Y'all, it's really wrapping up. And remember, I told you it's only 90, okay? So faithful to the end. I have fought an excellent fight. I have finished my full course with Almighty, and I've kept my heart full of faith. 2 Timothy 4:7. The done part of well done is all about the completion. The Bible is raffled with stories and parables about finishing well. Listen, do you always want to finish well? Absolutely. To hear God above all man say, well done, my good and faithful servant, they hit different. What is that in the back? Y'all, and it is 20. Let's start off with, I am in Louisiana, okay? It is 25 degrees. So my old families, I did text them just to check on them and make sure everybody was okay, doing fine. I was jealous of one of them, Miss Estelle. She resides in Florida. And she's like, oh, it's 85 degrees out here. Listen, I wish I were there. Okay? But I feel like every area has its ups and downs when it comes to wet. Like our women like aesthetically the winter for the boots. Cause listen, I have on some bad red boots today. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay? Your girl got on some bad red boots. But yeah, I will insert a clip of my friend singing because listen, that was tough. The power of being able to sing, read a poem, ultimately be present at your parents' funeral. That's a whole nother level. Yeah, that's a whole nother level. But he did excellent, he did great. He sung his heart out, baby. And what's so crazy, every time, I swear, I call my mama. Well, I always send a video to my mama of him singing. This is not his first time singing. Like, the whole family can sing down. She says, oh my God, that boy can blow. I'm like, Hazel, literally every time you see him, you say this boy can blow. And he can. Listen, you can't take that away from him. Because what Adrian can do is yodelate, baby. Yodelate, I can't see nothing. To say the sun is out and it's 25 degrees, diabolical. Diabolical. And yes, I am running late for work because, listen, it's cold. And I had to get up like RoboCop. I don't have my coffee, so the Keurig will be Keurigging today all day. You hear me? All day. Yeah, Keurig will be Keurigging all day. I'm trying to figure out how I need to get to the front. I gotta park in a different spot today, so. But yeah. That celebration of life, you know, all his kids being present, they joke, they laugh. That's how it's supposed to be. It was sad originally, but and it got sad at the end. Of course, it always gets sad once their actual casket closes. Yeah, that's something different. There is Noah, a man whose great boat building project took years. Genesis 6. There is Samson, who despite a catastrophic boulder, finished a spectacular show of divine strength. Judge 15. There are Paul and Peter. Peter's denial of Christ and Paul's persecution of Christ paved the way for the power of their ministries. So sometimes you gotta go right. You gotta go left in order to go right. It sounds crazy, but it is. Matthew 26, Acts 7, 8. In contrast, there is the man who started his building without first counting the cost. He begins well, but then was mocked for not finishing well. Luke 14, 27, 29. Then there was a servant who was entrusted with 1 talent, which he decided to bear until his master's return. Coins do not grow in the ground. So when we dig it up, all we have was what he started with. Ending where he began, earn him the labor of wicked and a place on the outside looking in. Matthew 25, 14 through 30. What are all these stories tell us is that persistent, faithful, steadily obedient will always win out over casual and inconsistent bursts of activity and enthusiasm. Consistency. I know you heard that. Consistency wins out overall. Oh, that's one way. In front of us. Y'all, and even with my car being cold, it feel like I can't zoom like I need to. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. So when I get to the stop sign, I'm gonna finish. Hopefully no one's behind me. Even when we stumble along the way, if we pick ourselves up and head in the right direction, God will bring us home. Journeying well in life requires us to dig deep and finish where we start faithfully. Because I am fiercely loved, I will fiercely be faithful to the very end. It is ultimately not about our pace, but how we finish our race. Listen, not about the pace, all about how you finish the race. So listen, God is as faithful and probably more faithful to us than we are to him. Clock that T. The thing is, we have to give him his time. And I have noticed in the past, when I do not give God his time, it does not yield good results. It just doesn't. I also know, like when they say with tithes, when you don't give your tithes, I know people feel a certain type of way about tithes. But when you don't give your tithes, baby, listen, it's going to be an issue. Hold on. So yeah, when you go give your time to God like you supposed to, oh, that's definitely gonna be an issue all day, every day. I want you to understand that. So what I will do is give my time to him. What the gospel song say? I give myself away. Yep. So I have made it to work. And that's it for day 89. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Y'all, it's literally the end. So I do have other books, but it's been a joy. So I will probably repeat certain aspects of the book, just so you know. Okay? Bet.
And then tomorrow, have a good day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's hair. Very good, honey. This got dark.